And a 49-year-old law to guard against claims of succession or transfer by heirs of property left behind by those who migrated to Pakistan and China in independent India's history. As the bill was passed by the lower house of parliament, the debate over who holds the claim over such properties, whether it's the heirs of those who fled during wars or the government, has been thrown open once again. NewsX have filed various reports from the properties in question across to regional offices of custodians of this property. Listen in, take a look.
The Rajya Sabha on Friday passed by voice vote the Enemy Property Amendment and Validation Bill 2016. Right now we are at Turkoman Gate area in Delhi, where many such enemy properties which are listed on the government sites are located. One of the most controversial amendments of this bill is that now it amends the definition of enemy, and enemies now subject to the legal successor of the enemy, even if the latter is a citizen of the country. Now the new bill also amends and also bars the civil courts and other bodies to listen into or to entertain the disputes regarding to the enemy properties. Now the senior Rajya Sabha members are saying that this bill is specifically against the Muslims and it is also against the constitution. But the government is strict on their stand and they want these enemy properties to be seized.
I'm right at the Chapel Road in Bandra West, where this particular building right behind me is an under construction building, and this particular builder called Jai Constructions had taken this plot from a Pakistani national. Now they actually got a notice back in 2013 wherein the custodian of the enemy properties had said that this plot is supposed to be under the central government and it should be attached by them. However, the construction company went to the court and the court also finally declared that this particular property should be in the custody of the enemy property, custodian of enemy property committee. Now, of course, apart from that, this construction stopped ever since the notice was sent. But at the same time, what remains important in this is the fact that the notice was sent to them, and after that, they could not do any construction here at this particular plot. The court has already directed, but we see that there is a lot of security arrangements, of course, being made at this point of time as well. They are saying that the legal process still continues. However, if we go back to what the history is and what the process was, back in 1980s, the construction company had purchased this 2,865 square meters of plot at just rupees 4.5 lakhs, and now the plot's cost at this point of time today is actually over 700 crore rupees.
The custodian of the Enemy Properties Bureau here in Kolkata, which is situated in the central part of Kolkata, is working tirelessly to figure out the number of enemy properties that exist here in Kolkata. With the new amendment and the bill placed in the parliament by the central government have created immense controversy. But now, as per the bill goes, it says that the legal successors of the people who have fled the country either to China or to Pakistan for any reason whatsoever will no more be the legal successors of the property. The government will seize those property. It seems that it's going to be a tough job for the custodian of the enemy properties office across the country, and it is certainly not going to be a cakewalk for the organization. With video journalist Ronnie Shatra, Tapushan Gupta for NewsX in Kolkata.
On Friday, enemy property bill was passed by Rajya Sabha by voice vote. We had seen that how in March last year, Lok Sabha passed this particular bill, and the copy of whole bill that NewsX has accessed, it amends the Enemy Property Act of 1968. It says that it comes out and says to vest all rights, titles and interests over enemy property in custodian and declares the transfer of property by enemy as void. We had seen that whole bill was passed even when opposition walked out trying to show and trying to mark their protest.
हमारे ही नागरिकों को हम एनिमी बताएंगे, ये बिल्कुल गलत बात है। खाली उनकी प्रॉपर्टी लेने के लिए सब चला है, ये गलत बात है। उनके जिनकी प्रॉपर्टी थी और उनके वालिद या उनके और कोई रिश्तेदार वहाँ पाकिस्तान में जाने के बाद उनके जो ये रहते हैं उनके बेटे या बेटियां, तो उनको ऑटोमेटिकली प्रॉपर्टी मिलती है, तो वो प्रॉपर्टी छीनने की कुछ जरूरत है ऐसा मुझे नहीं लगता। तो सरकार अभी क्या उनकी प्रॉपर्टी के जरिए इकोनॉमी बढ़ाने का काम कर रही है? ये बिल्कुल गलत बात है।
जो इंडियन सिटीजन है, इंडियन सिटीजन्स की जो तो भारत के सिटीजन्स को या उनके जो भी उत्तराधिकारी हैं वापस नहीं कर रहा है। और मैं समझता हूं कदाचित यह नेचुरल जस्टिस तो यही होगा कि पाकिस्तानी नागरिकों की जो संपत्तियां हैं उनको या उनके उत्तराधिकारियों को वापस नहीं दी जाए। यह कैसे कहा जा रहा है? उन्होंने तो अपनी सारी संपत्ति को डिस्पोज ऑफ कर दिया और यहां पर यह कहा जा रहा है कि उनको जो है वापस किया जाना चाहिए। तो मैं समझता हूं कि यह नेचुरल जस्टिस के सर्वथा खिलाफ होगा। अध्यक्ष महोदय,
After the clean sweep in Uttar Pradesh, the BJP is now eyeing making inroads into southern India and the states of southern India, hoping to tap into the political vacuum created by the demise of ADMK leader and former Chief Minister Jayalalitha. The BJP has worked out a formula to build an active cadre base in the Tamil heartland. Even as the BJP looks south to expand its political base, the parties in Tamil Nadu have rejected the BJP, saying that the people will never elect them. Let's take a look at the story.
UP selection, the general public also, there is a mood is totally changed. They are in favor of youth, particularly poorer sections among the villages and laborers. So that's why we are hopeful of even Andhra Pradesh, even in Telangana, BJP will become a formidable force, and even Telangana can also become alternative.
We appreciate the achievements of our Honorable Prime Minister, and because of him only, we have got this much of success in the election. Definitely affecting the southern states also. Next year, Karnataka is going to face the elections. Definitely we are going to come to power there. In Tamil Nadu also, we are in a good position. Majority of the youth and college students of Tamil Nadu, they are the fans of, they are the supporters of our Honorable Prime Minister.
See, for decades we ruled. Again we went down. We again came up. So this kind of a steep fall and a steep rise is not new to Congress politics or the Indian politics. So we need not be afraid. You know, every election is an election. Every election is one test match. And it may throw up some heroes. But at the same time, next test match, you know, there will be other heroes which will come up. So I don't think one need to become panicky about it.
2018 election, we will form the government again. Yes. That is our target, and that we will achieve. I am positive about the blessings of Karnataka people to Congress. I am positive about it.
I am confident this year opposition, next year position. That is the position in Karnataka. I am sure about it. Then we have fertile ground in Kerala, where the party started getting results. Earlier we were only just increasing the voting percentage. Now it has gone beyond 14.65% or so and opened its account in Assembly. Now with this oppressive politics and barbarism let loose by the CPM regime in Kerala against our cadre having a fighting spirit, this present verdict will add to their spirit further, and we will be emerging as the alternative in Kerala. And in Tamil Nadu, after the demise of Madam Jayalalitha ji, there is a lot of scope for the BJP to expand even in Tamil Nadu also.
See, apart from Karnataka, they have traditionally had no role at all in the south of India. And in Karnataka, the fact is that the chief ministership, candidacy of the chief ministership of Mr. Yediyurappa is like an albatross round the neck. Because as everybody knows, Yediyurappa himself was in jail. Half his cabinet was in jail. So with this kind of strong performance and the strong sentiment against the BJP, it's unlikely that the BJP will ever be able to fulfill its dream of making inroads into South India.
It has been a big harvest for the BJP in the last elections, where 5 states went to poll. After sweeping polls in UP and Uttarakhand, political maneuvering has helped the BJP to come to power in Manipur and Goa. This being the case, South will be the next focus for Amit Shah. In Karnataka, there is anti-incumbency and massive corruption charges against the current dispensation. This being the case, Yediyurappa has now been at the hot seat, with S.M. Krishna also joining. A lot of other Congress leaders are also jumping the ship. The BJP's propositions look very strong in the 2018 elections. This apart, in the neighboring state, there is political vacuum after J. Jayalalitha's demise. And in Kerala, definitely the Hindutva card has helped the BJP to gain ground. There is political churning happening in South India, and Amit Shah's vision and focus for South India will be top on his mind. With Vijay Satish, this is Jayaprakash for NewsX from Bengaluru.
The next on target for the BJP is the southern states, and Tamil Nadu has the top priority. But it is easier said than done. For the Saffron Party, the task to break into the Dravidian hegemony is going to be a difficult one, purely because of the lack of a charismatic leader and grassroots level worker. For the BJP to divide into the Dravidian vote, it needs to resonate with the voters of Tamil Nadu. And the recent events like Jallikattu, the fishermen issue, has only made the people of Tamil Nadu feel that the BJP and the central government is against the interests